Hi everyone, this is Srimanju Katragadda. So here today I'm bringing you with the 19th December full moon Akashic records reading. So this is a channeled message that I received from the masters and the guides from the Akashic realm, and I would like to share with you guys. So 19th December is the last full moon of the year. The year just went by so fast, right? And the moment you sit and think about like where has the 12 months gone by, what have we done it's just like it seems only yesterday we were celebrating the new beginnings, new year, and here we are at the end of that 365 cycle as well. And for year 2021, a lot of us were going through very much similar challenges. It has taught us what is that like, how to walk on the unknown path, and how to navigate ourselves into that unknown side of it, what was happening around the world, and also what was happening within our own lives as well. As you know, like 2020, most of us were doing exactly the same things, like resting, rejuvenating, trying to catch up with our families, friends, a lot of time to do what we wanted to do, make those big changes, and listen to the soul. But 2021 was a different year. And also there is other side of it is where many of us have lost our loved ones, or left the relationships that were toxic to us. Either could be the partner relationship, or with the siblings, or with the friendship. It could be, and also a lot of them left their jobs as well, and to take up what their soul is craving for. So leaving the toxic side of it and anchoring to what your growth is, those are the major changes that we all went through, like many of us. And when we leave something, we are going to move forward with ease, less baggage, and also we are also anchoring to, hey, I don't have some of these heavy energies now. I want to bring in new energies, and this full moon is about bringing that before you release. Also knowing, like, what have we carried in so far, and what is it I'm ready to release right now, like, and make my path forward much easier, lighter, travel free, like, travel lighter. How can we do it? This is all about this full moon is coming up to. And also think about, like, what have we left, like sitting and looking back into our lives. That's the most important thing. And what was the new things that came into this life this year as well? The two things: what did we leave, and what we did we welcome new in this year as well, like, and definitely take some time to celebrate it. Like if you have done a new course, or upgraded your skill, or you're in a new relationship, or you found your soul tribe, like take some moment, feel that energy, feel grateful for it, and bring those vibes out. Yeah, and take time definitely to celebrate it. We are all made of this energy, and when we are going to change, like, this energy is going to change as well. We are going to raise our vibrations, not only for ourselves, like, when I change my vibration, I'm changing the vibration around my family and also my friends, like, and also in the social media, like how I interact with people. And when I'm in low energy, like, it's going to again, like, be the same thing for others. Like if I'm on low, maybe some people will be affected, like, hey, oh, I don't feel great. But it's also about, like, understanding why we are feeling low, rather than just sitting in that energy for too long. So think about the ways that we can shift it. And change is a good for the soul, because it's always about, like, something we are learning, like, there is adventure, there is a fear, and new challenges. So it's all about how we are learning and navigating through it here. And before any of these changes, like, ask yourself, like, sitting, and like a little prompt here is, like, is this good for me? Is this change good for me? Ask yourself. And will I be benefited from it, like, and also will it be teaching me something else, like, am I going to learn something out of it? So any of these changes that you're going to make in your life, always ask these questions that are going to be helping you with just sitting and resonating. Like if something is not sitting with you, like, hey, this change is not going to be good for me, like moving to Peru is not good for me, don't move. Like sit in, understand why and what's happening, how much you need to play along, like, so bring those shifts as well. And for any reason, if this transition isn't enough, easy enough, think of the undone things, like, or the lessons to be absorbed from it, like, what else do I need to learn from it? Why am I feeling this is not easy. Like, what else can I do to make it easy? So pause for a moment, relook into the journey, and this full moon brings the energies that make the shift easier to release. So release is in the cards, like, think about like it, hey, now that I understand, what am I bringing? What are the changes coming in? What am I also ready to release? And that's so important to acknowledge, like, hey, it could be some books I want to give it away, like, don't want to hold, like, clean up your clothes closet, like, release, let it go from you. You don't need to feel like, oh, something you're going to feel vacuum about it, but like, hey, it has served me the purpose, that's good. Now I made the most, and now I need to know what I need to do, the next steps. Release is good. Release brings freedom. The release brings a new path. The release brings a new experience. Release, release, release. Even just repeating that. And by that, I'm choosing to release any energies that aren't serving my purpose. And I'm choosing to release any materials that are not serving me any purpose. I'm inviting happiness and a new experience into my life. I'm inviting love and joy to help me live with intentions. Invite, invite, invite. This full moon is a deep cleanse we are going through and allows this transition to come in and infuse your soul with this full moon's energy and allow it to do its magic. And don't forget for some self-care time. All you need to do is like sit in a meditation, like, and just anchor yourself, root yourself, and feel this energy. And allow that beautiful feet to anchor. Breathe in the full moon energy. Even if you don't see the full moon behind the clouds, it's still there. Just visualize it. The rays are falling on you, onto your heart center. You're connecting to your heart center, and let it be a deep connection and feel those vibes. Yeah. And also, here is a card that I picked up, which is from the Lightworkers Oracle. And this card is called Karmic Clearance. Here. Isn't it a beautiful card? Feel that energy of the card. So here I'm just going to read the invocation. I love this. I call upon the karmic board of ascended beings, angels, guides, and holy ones who love me unconditionally and ask for your divine blessings, healings, and assistance now. I open myself up to divine grace, divine love, and karmic absolution. I chose to surrender my attachment to the suffering I have experienced, I have learned, and been willing to go through this experience. And yet, I am now willing to learn, grow through a higher vibrational experience of love. Through divine authority and my own free will, this karmic clearing manifests now according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach into the hearts of all beings according to divine compassion, mercy, and grace. So be it. So here is you go, like, karma is not a punishment, is essential for our soul lessons planned like in this lifetime and that we are bringing from the past lifetimes. It's always like, the lessons that are going to be learned, they're good and they're not so great as well, but accepting the full on is what's the best we could do right now. So with that, enjoy this full moon. Let these changes be for your highest good and be in flow with it. Just sit anchored. That's the most important thing. If you're feeling low energies or feeling a little headache, rest. That's the most important thing. Either like salt bath soak or like some herbal teas, and just cuddle up and be there with yourself. So with that, take care, and we'll send you the full moon Reiki distance healing as well. So take care, enjoy this. Thank you. Namaste. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.